Hi guys, let's go over measures of central tendency. This is going to be very, very important for the future. So let us begin with a nice pink. So the first measure of central tendency I'm going to go over is the mean. What is the mean? Well, it is the average value of the data. And in this case, that's going to be equal to, well, look at that, sum of. And what are we looking at here? xi divided by n. So remember the symbol, what does this equal? Well, is the sum of. So we're summing all of the x's and then we're dividing by the number of people that there are, which is n. Remember that we denote these? So that is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. And we're going to divide that by 7. It's the number of people. It just so happens that that's the height. I shouldn't have circled that. Well, let's continue on with this. Well, that is equal to, well, this is what? 3 and 6 and 10, 15, 21 and 28. 28 divided by 7, well, that's equal to 4. So the average is equal to 4. This is our bar x is equal to 4. If this was a sample, if this was a population, we would say that our mu is equal to 4. We don't know because it's not told whether this is a, we aren't told whether this is a population or a sample. I intentionally didn't, but it's either one of these two. Great. So the next one we'll do in bullet. Well, you've seen it before. It's our median. Actually, you've seen all of these before. And what is that? Well, it is the 50th percentile or the middle value. Well, in our case, we'll use this as a marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll use this as a marker down the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, we've hit on an equal value. Cas here is the middle value in the data set, because when you go 3 in and when you come at 3 in from the top, you end up with Cas. So we would say that our, and in this you can denote it with this squiggly line instead. Kind of looks like a monobrow because I've drawn it wrong. I think it's actually more like this. Let me quickly get this right. Yeah, it's something like that. It's a bit like a monobrow for your x, but that is equal. To 4. Oh, 4 meters, by the way. I should have unit. Always answer in units. So we know that the units are meters. So 4 meters. 4 meters. I apologize for that. Now, interesting question. What would happen if we added another person in? So let's say we make an amendment and we say, what's another 4-letter name? Let's go with Matt. A lot of M's. A lot of M's in this, male names. I'm not too good with. We'll say Matt is him. Well, let's quickly erase this stuff. Ignore the lines around Cass's name. And now we need to go, well, what's it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Matt. And then down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's go up 1, down 1, up 1, down 1, up 1, down 1. Well, this is problematic because we've gone down 3 and up 3, but we don't hit a single value. See, what's happened is that when we went down 3, we got to value 5. And when we went, 1, 2, 3, sorry, down 4, I missed one. Well, we went up 4 and we got to 5, and we went down and we got to 5. But these aren't equal placements, right? So 5 here is 5 meters, and 5 here is 4 meters. So what you do is you take the average of those two. So we go 4 plus 5, and we divide this by 2. We are then left with 9 over 2, which is equal to 4.5. And in this case, we would say that our median is equal to 4.5 meters. And this is because the middle value, or the 50th percentile, doesn't exist. Because if you took CAS, well, you have 4 values to the right. You don't have, and you have 3 values to the left of CAS, right? So this can't be the middle value. Neither can Mike. You have the same problem, except in the opposite order. So the middle value isn't there, so you need to make one. And the middle value would be the difference between CAS, the equal distance between CAS and Mike, which is the average. Now let's go over the last part of what we're going to look at, which is the mode, the last measure of central tendency. This doesn't come up too much in this course, but if you want to get 100%, or if you want to get from 95 to 100, you're certainly going to need to learn the mode, specifically the word modality. Modality. How many modes does it have? Well, a mode represents the number of the most frequently occurring value. The most frequently occurring value. Well, we see that this occurs. Let me just get rid of the mess again. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Sorry, Matt, you're gonna have to go. Apologize to any Matts watching this who wanted to be represented in name. But you didn't make the cut. Get a better name. Alright, so let's continue on. Well, we see that this occurs, 1 meter occurs once, and this occurs once, and once, and once, and once, and once, and once. Well, what would you say the modality is? Well, actually, you would say that all of them are the mode. So the mode in this case would be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these are all meters. Because each of these numbers occurs equally often. And most frequently as well. Now let's go with, we'll go with Matt again. Just repping them Matts. And we're going to say this time Matt is equal to 1 meter. Well, this is the second time we've seen the value 1 meter. So what would be the mode of this? Well, you'd find that our mode is equal to 1 meter. And why is this? Because 1 meter occurs more often than any other value. Now, let's try one more quick example. Let's say, what's another four-letter name? Nick. And we'll say that Nick is equal to 2 meters. Well, this is the second time we've seen 2 meters. I hope you can guess what the answer is going to be. Well, our mode is going to be 1 meter and 2 meters. Now quickly before I end this, I'm going to show you why modality is so important in some of your answers. So go with a nice teal color. Oh, Jesus, that was terrible. Alright, so here's a normal distribution, right? And this here is the most frequent result, this value right here, because it is the highest. There is no value that is as high. This isn't as high, and this isn't as high. This isn't as high, and even this one here, right there, isn't as high. That is the highest value. What we would say is this is unimodal. Why would we say that? Well, it has a single mode, or a most frequent value, or a most frequent value. But what if we had multimodal data? Let's say you didn't have a normal distribution anymore. You had this. Well, this is a totally valid set of data, but this mode and this could be equal in height, and let's say that they are. Well, you would say that this is bimodal or multimodal. It has more than one mode. Now, it is possible that this could still be unimodal, but we're assuming that this value is equal to this value. It might not be, but in this case we're making that assumption. And if they weren't equal, then it would be unimodal. So anyways, that's the measures of central tendency. I hope you guys learned a bunch of this.